Lynn Dobrin, and I am delighted to be here for the launching of this new center. Now, I happen to be a neighbor and somebody who has worked closely with the center over the years. I'm an ethical humanist, and we have had people from the center come and talk about Islam at our ethical society. But my connection goes even deeper than that. I write, and I live just down the road, and I love driving by here and looking at all the flowers. I'm a garden writer, amongst other things. So over the years, I've written about the center twice because the gardens out here are really stunning. And that's part of the care that I've seen at the center that people take with being a part of the community and being good neighbors. The other thing that I'm working on now with the center and with ISMA is I do work with the Adelphi, New York State Breast Cancer Hotline. We are a hotline that helps women and men who have been diagnosed with breast cancer. And we've been here once before to work with the women to educate them about breast cancer and to let them know what they can do and where they can get help for what they do. And we are launching another effort where some of the members here might become volunteers on our hotline. I find that the center is always receptive to ways to be involved in the community and to connect and to bring services to their members and bring things to the community from which we would all benefit. And I know we're going to benefit from this new center.
I'm Tom Goodhue, the Executive Director of the Long Island Council of Churches, and it's a joy to be part of the launch of this new Interfaith Institute at the Westbury Mosque. I've really enjoyed my contact with the Islamic Center of Long Island over the past 15 or 20 years or so. They've been great partners in the work that we do. We're the biggest ecumenical and interfaith organization on Long Island, and we work with people from many different faith communities. And the Westbury Mosque has just been wonderful partners in interfaith dialogue, interreligious education. One of the things I've really appreciated about the Westbury Mosque is the way in which they've been willing to tackle topics in a respectful way that can be difficult to talk about. In the dialogues that they have had with the Jewish community, they've started off with things that were easy, like how do we celebrate our holidays, but they've moved on to much more difficult and divisive topics of the Middle East conflict and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and things like that that are often hard for us to hear each other and to understand one another. And I'm really hoping that this institute is going to do that in a whole new way, of help us to have dialogue that goes beyond simply us expressing our differences to really learning from one another in a whole new way.
My name is Stephen Markowitz. I am chairman of the board of the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County. The Holocaust Center has had a long relationship with the Islamic Center of Long Island, and we have worked together on many mutual programs to teach tolerance to adults and young people throughout the community. There is so much concern about the growing Muslim population in the New York area and the United States in general, and it's so important that people get a chance to learn more about what Islam is all about and to learn how to live with and understand their Muslim neighbors. We have done programs on the experiences in countries like Albania, which is a Muslim country in Europe, that did terrific work in protecting its Jewish population during the Holocaust. We have had meetings at the ICLI, and the ICLI has come to our Holocaust Center. And the creation of this institute will only further the work in a world that's more troubled than ever, that we have to learn to get along here, and hopefully that'll have an impact on people getting along elsewhere as well.
My name is Thomas F Liadi. I'm the village judge in Westbury, Long Island, and an attorney in Garden City, and an adjunct professor of law in the Paralegal Studies program at Nassau Community College. I'm here today in honor of the Islamic Center of Long Island and the Interfaith Institute, which has been launched, and it is a tremendous undertaking. This is a wonderful, wonderful event and a wonderful facility, all brand new and beautiful. And I just want to say that the center here has been working very hard to enforce First Amendment rights, freedom of religion, and to gain acceptance and interfaith with all of the religions in our county and in our nation. And it's a tremendous lesson for the rest of the world, because we have to overcome the image of some Muslims as terrorists and so on. That is not the case, but we need centers like this to change that image. And there's a bigger issue also that the center, I believe, is embarking on, and that's one of peace, worldwide peace. And if there's a lesson from the 1960s that might be learned here, this is all about organizing for the better, to create a better image for the Muslim people throughout